Just sit out here today. I had a couple people ask me about YouTube channels and stuff, and you know what? Let's just throw up a stream here, and if anybody comes in and got any questions about how to start a YouTube channel, or they're interested, or things like that, maybe I can help. Otherwise, I will just enjoy the sun and sit here and have a sip on this delicious sparkling water. See what happens. But yeah, so I guess I had the YouTube channel now for, I guess, pretty much basically a year or two is when I started putting videos up. And yeah, it's been a little bit of a wild ride and interesting and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot of work, and you better sure as heck have fun and enjoy it, because you can burn out real quick on it. But it's fun, man. It's fun learning new skills, creating videos, making music, interacting with the community, super fun. It's a really fun hobby if you look at it as a hobby. So I guess it depends what you're getting into. Hey, what's up, QWL Music? Yeah, it's a fun hobby. You got to enjoy it. You got to have a passion for what you're talking about. And, you know, that's pretty much the number one rules for it. How's the stream? Is it coming in clear? Mic clear and everything? Out in the backyard here, so it's sometimes hard to tell what the stream is like, but I think it's pretty good. The internet looks like it's got 3 bars, 5 Gs. So yeah, starting a YouTube channel, man, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of learning curves. It's a lot of figuring out different skills. It's a lot of putting in time to interact with your community and building relationships with people. And it's a lot of fun, baby. It's fun. It's fun as heck. But the key, I think, is picking something that you're pumped about. I watched a video about a guy a while ago. It's this black dude, and he was talking about how any skill you have, you should be recording it on video. It was an interesting take. He's like, because if you have a skill in something, or you like something, or you like talking about something, or you got a hobby, then why not just record it, right? He's like, if you record it, you throw it up, people then can help you get better at your skill. You can help other people get better at the skill that they're coming to you to check out. If you got some insight or knowledge, it doesn't even have to be a skill, just if you got the ability to talk about things in a certain way, or you can teach things in a certain way, then I think, to be honest with you, I think everybody should have a YouTube channel, you know? Especially if you got a hobby that you're interested in. For example, my hobby is synthesizers and electronic music and talking about news to do with synthesizer music. So what I thought about is, listen, why don't I just record myself talking about what I'm already doing, talking about the news, talking about products, talking about different ins and outs of the industry. And when you record it, you throw it up. First few are garbage. You're nuts out. No, it's not, bro. Yours is. What's up, Big Sean? Is that why they call you Big Sean? You know what sucks about the iPhone is that anytime there's sun shining on it from the background, the friggin' screen goes blurry. Or not blurry, goes dark. But yeah. What's up, Big Sean? Were you in here the other day, or was your first time? First time in the live chat? I know it's not QWL Musics, but yeah, that's funny. Someone asked me something funny the other day. It was hilarious. He was like, I asked this to everybody who's on YouTube. Yeah, I think he asked me if he said he saw me at a strip club or something. I was like, I don't go to strip clubs, brother. Strip clubs are demon dens. I stay away from those places. Nothing good comes from those places, trust me. First time, man. How are you, man? I'm doing good. Just talking about, I was out here just down my wife's parents' place for the weekend, came down. And yeah, I figured we'd come down here and spend a little bit of time, relax. And a bunch of people asked me about YouTube. So I was like, oh, cool. You know, very cool. And we got, what's up, James Dyson? What's happening? Yeah, so everything's good, man. Like I said, if you got any questions about how to start a YouTube, let me know. I can maybe guide you in a direction or let you know the pitfalls and everything I've done. And my channel's only tiny, dude. It's like nothing. But I know a lot of people can be interested in something like that. I'd like to do a YouTube, but I'm concerned I wouldn't have time to properly service all my cyber groupies. Yeah, you definitely need to put in a lot of time, man. That's for sure. You definitely got to put in time with the community and do a lot of posting, a lot of replying, stuff like that. You need to learn a lot of friggin' new skills, I'll tell you that. You need to learn a lot of editing video. You need to learn how to title stuff, how to make a thumbnail. You got to learn all that kind of stuff. It's weird, and you can only learn it by pretty much doing it, trial and error, things like that. You know, English or Spanish? I'm from Newfoundland, baby. I'm neither English nor Spanish. I'm from Newfoundland and I live in America. That's what's up. Let me try something here. Hold on one sec. I don't know if I can, yeah, whatever. Let me check something real quick here. Let me check something real quick here. All right, participant modes. Yeah, whatever. I don't know how to do any of this stuff, so whatever, we'll keep it going. I'm from India. What do you think about India? Financial topic? As far as India goes, this is YouTube topic, but as far as India goes, I mean, India is an amazing country, amazing people. My wife spent a lot of time in India when she was traveling, and great people. I think India is, I mean, it's booming. To me, besides Vietnam, India's coming on super strong financially. He's going to be a major power player in the world in probably the next 10 years. Right? Let me tilt the screen a bit so I can see this chat better. Often think about all the stuff that goes into your productions. It takes a lot of skill across a lot of technologies. Well, the cool thing about how I got my production set up on YouTube is I use OBS, the streaming platform, and you can create scenes in the streaming platform. So when you, like if you go, anybody here who hasn't seen, if you go check out one of my videos, check out the last one, the synth show, I've got scenes set up so I can switch the scenes and it looks like the video's being edited, but it's not. So I made everything super efficient. I make the videos look like they're edited, but they're not edited. I'm just changing scenes live in OBS, and I've got 3 scenes set up. I got my opening scene, I've got my scene where I'm down in the corner, and then my web browser to cover the news and show videos. And then I got another scene, which is a green screen with me imposed on it, so you get a big video screen. And I switch back and forth between them, and that gives the illusion that the video is actually being edited, but it's actually just being, I guess you could say, live edited on the fly. So then I never have to go back and edit anything. I just, as soon as I'm done a video, I can upload it. So if something, for example, in the synthesizer news genre, if some news drops on a new synthesizer, I can immediately, when I'm home, jump in the studio, turn on the computer, record the video immediately, switch to the scenes, I got it all set up. As soon as I'm done recording, I can upload it, thumbnails up, title it, and then that's a whole nother ball story, it's a whole nother story is thumbnails and titles and all that stuff. Can I be a YouTuber when I have 14 fingers? Yep, 14-finger YouTubers are some of the most famous YouTubers out there. A lot of them edit out their the fact that they have 14 fingers. They use green screen to remove the fingers. So most of the famous YouTubers, Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, they all have 14 fingers. Takes a lot of experience to set that stuff up. It took me, if you go back and click oldest and watch the first synth video I ever did, my first show, I did it on the Pittsburgh Pittsburgh Modular Tiger. Dude, I blew it. I had my reverb on in my mixer, so my sound was all whack. And then, but the way I took the approach to making the YouTube videos is I was just gonna like make 100 videos, and I didn't care if anybody watched them. I didn't care if anybody clicked it. I was just gonna make 100, and I was gonna learn as I went the whole way. And my whole goal was to have a non-edited show where in OBS I could look like it was edited. That was the whole goal. Camera one, camera two, camera one, camera two. Yeah, I still don't have a good sound interface. Well, I do, but the background noise is awful. My sound interface is the Behringer 1002, the QX10, the Xenix QX1002. I've got all my synthesizers going into that, and I also have my mic going into that, and I just use OBS to record everything. When I record a video, your audio's awful noise? Well, you can just get, you could also just get that thing I just bought, that Momix, what's it called? What's it called? Joe Jack's Momix mixer. It's the Chinese mixer, and if you just want something simple. I have a 1/4-inch cable going to my GoPro. And you're getting bad noise come from that? Interesting. Yeah, basically what you want to do is if you want to record, it depends what, Harmonic Sonics, it depends what kind of setup do you want. You know, do you want to be able to record your music and put that on YouTube, or are you looking to do more of like a kind of thing I'm doing where my clip mic is awful, this thing? You saying this clip mic is awful, Jumpstar? Am I clipping now? Oh, useful, yeah. Sorry, I thought it said awful. The sun's like right in my eyes. I think maybe a bad wire. I'm trying to record voice, but it sounds, yeah. What kind of mic you got? What kind of mic are you using, Harmonix? I'll tell you the mic I got. I got the Neat Worker B mic. It's like $99. It got an XLR cable that goes directly into my Behringer mixer. And then that Behringer mixer has an audio interface that goes into my Mac, and then all the audio is run through the USB codec into OBS. And then you can adjust the sound on the fly and stuff like that. It's very basic. I have the most basic setup. Maybe I'll run that down. Yeah, thanks, Kieran, man. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, like I said, it depends. If you want to set up a YouTube channel, the first thing you do is find the topic that you're most interested in and you do the most of. That's what I think. And using a 212 Scarlett, no OBS though? Yeah, you need OBS. You need OBS, then you can get a noise gate on it, you can get a limiter, a compressor, equalizer, and you can get rid of all that. And there's tons of YouTube videos out that are like 5 minutes long that bring you exactly how to set up your audio settings in OBS. So, I mean, if you're gonna start recording YouTube videos, you're gonna need OBS. In my opinion, you're gonna need OBS. I would use OBS. Unless you're just gonna, I literally only use my iPhone, the cheap Behringer mixer, and the mics I got for my synth equipment. And then my wife got me a green screen for Christmas that I use for the show now, because I think it looks cooler. Yeah. But yeah, if you're gonna set up a YouTube channel, find the subject you're most interested in, or you have the highest skill level in. If you have a high skill level in it, then the first thing you gotta do is just start making videos. So the rule of thumb that I read and all the research I did is your first 100 videos are just throwaways. Because guess what, if you start a YouTube channel and you post videos and you're expecting to get thousands of views or hundreds of views or anything like that, it's not gonna happen unless you get, you got a horseshoe up your arse and you get super lucky or something. But your first 100 videos are throwaways. You're just making videos to learn all these new skills you got to acquire, how to make a video, how to edit it, to get your sound right. Is that guy mowing the lawn back there? Every single time I'm down here to do a live stream, someone starts mowing the lawn. What else you guys got? We can also change the topic too, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so find what you're got the highest skill in or you're interested the most and just start making videos. And anybody here who was involved in the Kumite, I took the same approach to making videos as the Kumite, is I didn't care if they were any good. All I cared about was being diligent in making a video, make a video, make a video, make a video, you know, whether it's 1 video a week, 2 a week, 1 a month, whatever you want to do, you just need to keep doing it on a schedule, make videos, and learn over those 100 videos what works, what doesn't. The biggest thing, everyone talks about clickbait in YouTube. Clickbait's a load of bullcrap. Like, how do you, it's like, when people are like, oh, your video was clickbait. It's like, well, how do you get someone to click without baiting them, right? So clickbait is not a negative thing. Clickbait just means you are putting a worm on a hook where when someone's eyes go to it, they're like, that's interesting, or I'm curious, or what the, and then they click it. The only thing is once they click it, you need to deliver to a point. You don't have to deliver the whole thing because you're trying to get them to come into the video, open the door. It's like if you walk by and you see 20 doors. This door looks interesting. Someone painted this door very, very strangely. When you open the door, if the room's just empty and there's nobody in there, you probably just close the door. But if you open the room and suddenly there's all these wild stuff in the room or something interesting, or there's someone in there who says, hey man, and you start talking to them, that's basically the exact same thing when you're thinking about YouTube. You need to have someone click the video. So you have to make not a thumbnail that you like, you have to sit as the viewer and think about what you click on and what other people would click on, and you have to structure the video, the thumbnail around making them click it. And then once they click it, you have to deliver. Where's the clones? I don't know any synth players in real life, so not many people. That's the beautiful thing. I don't know many synth players in real life either. I only know 2 or 3. So, but the beauty of the internet and YouTube is if you're into synthesizers, that's where all the synth people are. They're on YouTube watching about synthesizers, talking about synthesizers. And if you're into synthesizers like me, there's millions of us, man. And there's millions of different groups. There's some synthesizer people who are super nerds. All right, there's some synthesizer people who are like engineers and electricians. There's some synthesizer people who are extremely amazing musicians. There's some synthesizer people that are super polite. There's some synthesizer people who got a little bit of edge to them. There's some synthesizer people that also like working out and fighting and wrestling. That's my crew, I guess. I did the same thing with making tracks. First 50 tracks, I put all kinds of problems. Yeah, you just got to do it. The biggest thing is just to start and then to dedicate yourself to keep doing it, and not really, because when you start doing it, you're gonna get your shadow self telling you to stop, you know, saying you're crap, you're garbage, your videos suck. Then if anyone starts watching them, you're gonna get a bunch of people come in telling you your videos suck, telling you you're stupid and a loser. You get that weirdo like we just had in there, Bob, posting all that nonsense, you know, so that just comes with the territory. You just gotta not care about that. You need thick skin, very thick skin. FM, yeah. I wanted to do another challenge in the Kumite where we had a YouTube challenge where you had 1 week to make a video, and we did it over 8 weeks. So at the end of the 8 weeks, you got 8 videos up on your channel, and hopefully over that 8 weeks, you really dedicated yourself to like watching other people's videos, gaining skills. But someone said, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to do a YouTube Kumite. Whether it's a video, I want to do a YouTube music kumite, like making music videos, and it got poo-pooed, but I think I'm going to bring it back actually. And then guess what? If you don't want to do it, don't do it, but I know there's some people who will do it, and I know you'd get a lot from an 8-week music video kumite too. I like the idea too, because I know there's a bunch of us who have channels, and I think that'd be cool. And guess what? Everybody doesn't have to do it, because it's hard work. It's way harder to making, well, for me, it's not harder than making a song, because I just live jam my songs and don't edit them either. So, yeah, the essence, oh, leg cramp, big time. Hold on, I gotta stretch it out. Oh, leg cramp, legs cramping up. Need some water. Yeah, baseball game going on behind. So what do you guys think? You guys, I don't know, I guess whoever's in here for the YouTube speech, you can ask a question if you want, but because a lot of the legends are in here, we can talk a lot about the, anything to do with the labyrinth or synthesizers or any of that stuff. Have you guys noticed that my channel, I've been doing more live streams and stuff like that? I watched a video this morning about this actual style of live streaming, the vertical, because the horizontal went missing in the YouTube live section. So I just came across this video, and it was the head of YouTube Live, whatever you call that, the president or executive, whoever does the YouTube Live. And they actually said that if you do a vertical video, it has more reach than if you do a horizontal video. So they got YouTube set up that if we do a vertical like this, because all the people on YouTube like to watch their video comfortably like this, including my wife. I asked her, because turning it sideways and holding it like that isn't as comfortable as just holding it like that when you're watching this type of thing. And they wanted to give people with more of a lo-fi interacting thing more ability to be seen on YouTube. So the weird thing is it just disappeared off mine, so I'm forced to do this vertical thing now. I had a conversation with YouTube chat this morning, and they were like, I don't know who it was. It wasn't telling me what was going on. I had to email them all these screenshots, and you know. Yeah, I've been doing more live streams. What I'm trying to do is just follow my gut and my vibe. And if my gut tells me do more live streams, then I'm going to do more live streams. If in a couple weeks I'm like, I don't know if I should be doing live streams, then I'll just stop, you know. Yeah, it's annoying for the chat, but I can't even do a horizontal anymore. It won't even let me do a horizontal. I don't even have that. I don't even have that function on the phone anymore. So I don't know if they delete it. That's what I was trying to find out with YouTube this morning. I was like, did you guys delete the landscape mode for YouTube Live? Because sometimes I do the live videos playing gear and stuff. Why is it a lot annoying for the chat? Because you got to type it in like that. Yeah, it's super weird. You think they would send out something letting you know that they're switching the way they're setting up this thing, but they didn't. And when I wrote the dude or chick or bot or whatever the frig it was, they didn't know what the heck was going on. I might have to delete the app and then re-put it back on and see if that works. Let's see, let me see if brightness is all turned up here. Hold on. Yeah, brightness is up all the way. What's up, Regis? Yeah. Just talking about YouTube, the pitfall. Do you know how many times I wanted to quit YouTube? I think every weekend or every week, at least once I look at my wife and I'm like, I'm done with this, I don't think I'm doing this no more. And she's like, why? I'm like, I just don't know if anybody really even likes it or cares. And then, yeah, the text is over the top. See if I can change to all messages too, hold on. Give me 1 second. I think if I filter live all messages, there we go. Maybe that'll be better. Yeah, it's over my face. Let me turn it down like that. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I'm gonna reboot the whole YouTube thing and see if I can get that horizontal landscape fixed. But the lady said that this is the way to go, is vertical for YouTube, you know? I prefer horizontal. I'm old school because I watch tons of videos and I like watching it landscape mode. So let's just review. YouTube channel. Do you want to start it? First step, just start. Find out what you're interested in. Find out what you have the highest skill in. One of those two, and if you can combine highest skill with your biggest interest, boom, bonus. Then everybody's got a phone, so you don't need to buy a phone. You don't even need to get a microphone yet because the iPhone or Android mics are not bad already. You can start making your videos. All you need is some type of stabilization unit, and then you just start making them. And the best thing to do is watch people in your zone or in the lane that you're kind of in, and try to pick out which style you want your video to be in. Yeah, I like landscape too. What I did is I found my favorite channels in mixed martial arts, Jesse on Fire, MMA Guru, some MMA channels, and then I went to pop culture channels and I looked at some pop culture news channels, how they were set up, and I was like, I like that style of setup with me in the bottom corner, the web browser on the side to cover news, a little logo up top, and then I'll make 3 scenes like that very easily that, you know, it edits enough to keep the ADHD viewer a little bit mentally occupied because they don't have enough of attention span to sit through 20-minute video. So, yeah. I had to figure out where to take the channel. Jumpstar, well, what are you thinking? What's your idea? What do you mean where to take the channel? Now you're just doing kind of music videos with like an overlay, so it's almost like a music video without any instruments or anything in it, right? That's what I've been noticing on your channel. Heading out. I'll try getting OBS. Take it easy, Harmonic Sonics. Have a good day, man. yeah, so then once you start designing your channel, you figure out what you want to do, what your subject matter is. Now you have to figure out, and now you got your camera set up, you figure out what angles you want to do, how you want to do it. Do you want to be an editor? More live stuff? Okay. I can definitely help you with the live stuff. The live stuff is the easiest. You just have to like, the live stuff is crazy because you have to not care. You have to be aware that you're live. And if you waste an hour, or sorry, if you spend an hour or two or a half hour, what's up, Make Real Music? If you spend an hour or two, next Kumite is coming up, I'd say I'm looking at end of August for the next Kumite, we'll see. But if you're doing live videos, you have to be aware that you're live. You have to understand if you're gonna put in a half hour, an hour of that, and then you go after and you don't like how the live went down, you're gonna have to delete it and then you just wasted an hour and a half. So it's like, you know, you're either in or you're out. You gotta make a decision. Yeah, you got to get OBS to me. If you're using, or there's another one called, is it StreamYard or something? I like OBS just because I know it. I find it easy and it's free. So you don't need to pay any money for it. It's free, easy to use, simple to set up. You can bring in templates. There's a good community forum that got lots of stuff. What do you think about the effect of consistency, Samurai? Release 2 week, Tuesday and Friday Eve, or does it just shotgun work religiously? All right, what I think about that is, so for me personally, I am more of a like spontaneous person in general. So if I get a vibe like I did this morning, I was like, I'm going live. I got a vibe, I want to talk about some stuff I think people will be interested in. So I'm more shotgun. News comes out, I go get it done. And I got it set up where I don't have to video it, so it's like boom, 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 boom. That's why I can put out, what I do, I can put out, you know, 10, 15 videos a month and then 30 live streams, no problem, because I'm doing shotgun style. In the beginning, for consistency, I would aim for, I'd do 2 a week, 2 videos a week until you hit 100. And then by the time you hit 100, you should have a good idea of which style of thumbnail works. And then I use an app called Canva to make all the thumbnails. 2 videos a week for 100 videos. And then you get Canva, you learn how to make thumbnails, you figure out how to title it. I still don't even have that figured out yet, how to title it and stuff, because you want to do enough, you want to create enough curiosity or interest for someone to click, but you don't want to do a clickbait video, right? Like if this video was titled, I'll tell you how to get 100 million subscribers right now, and then you came in and I'm just sitting here in the backyard with a spindrift talking about YouTube when I'm only just a channel in the middle of nowhere with a couple thousand subscribers, then you'd be like, ah, clickbait, you know? But I titled it, so you want to be a YouTuber, I can help. That's interesting enough, and I am trying to help. So yeah, ETA and the Kumite is end of August. I'm thinking for, not the official, the next official Kumite Season 2 is going to start in January. And I'm going to have some intermission Kumite, under the Kumite umbrella, some events. But you got to be consistent. YouTube, you have to at least dedicate a year of at minimum 2 videos a week for a year just to figure it out. That's what I would say. And then if you're a quick learner, good on camera, you should, and you're good at the topic you're doing, whether it's like skill-wise you're good, or presenting-wise you're good, or teaching-wise you're good, or entertaining. You got to be like, you either have to be skilled, entertaining, a good teacher, or a lunatic. So if you're all 4 of those, wow, you'll really blast off. Well, yeah, so the next Kumite, so I got a couple events for the Kumite planned. I'm going to do a Kumite one-off Halloween event where I'm going to send out a message, you'll get it, and if you answer, it might only be open to, that might only be actually be open to the Kumite made men. So whoever was in the first Kumite, they're made men forever. They will be in every Kumite from now till the end of time. And I don't even know if I'm going to open up the Kumite to any more people. It might just be this group and that's it forever. Or I might open it up. Or we might end up doing like a draft, you know, where I've got groups set up and teams, but not teams where you make songs together, just teams of people. And then you can draft people into your Kumite group. Maybe 1 a year in each group. So if we got 5 groups, each group in the Kumite will be able to draft 1 member into their group per year. I think that's legit too, because just wide open's too crazy. It's too crazy, man. It's too, even at the end there with 50 Kumite participants in that challenge, it was intense, man. You're looking at a 3-hour night, so opening it up to more people, I don't even know if that's reasonable, and I don't even know if it's needed. I like the group that we got so far. A couple people have emailed me already asking to be in on the next one. I told them I'll let them know, and I got to discuss it with the Kumite board in the Discord and see what they think. Getting a bit much in the sense of too many people, Jumpstart, you mean? It was getting crazy, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it was getting crazy in a good way. It was decent, but like I said, I think I'm going to close it up. But anyways, I'm going to do, yeah, a bit long. Yeah, a bit long, but guess what? You can pop in, pop out. You can watch it the next day. You can watch it in pieces. I don't know. I'm not really, don't care about long or short. This is my honest opinion. If you can handle 3 hours, you can handle it. If you can only handle a half hour, you can only handle a half hour, right? So it's up to your own attention span. If you want to put in, 3 hours of your time watching it, do it. If you want to put in an hour a day, that's like when I make a video, I'm not going to make the video being like, especially where I do it live, I'm not going to be like, oh, I got to do this in 10 minutes. I tried to do that. It's annoying. It causes me anxiety. And I'm like, screw that. I'm going to make a 20-minute video. If that's where it ends, if that's where I end my train of thought, that's the video. Maybe it's 5 minutes. Maybe it's an hour. And if you want to watch 5 minutes, watch. You want to watch an hour, watch. So that's another thing about YouTube. It's really crazy. It's like a land of ADHD where people don't have attention spans, and if you don't give them the goods in the first 10 seconds of the video, they're gone. The way I look at it is, if you're gone that quick, then good. You know? I want people like you guys who are sticking around, who enjoy it, who like being in the chat, like talking back and forth, like contributing things, you know? That's what I like. And that's the people who I want to stick around in my videos. People who have attention spans and people who are interested in the topics, basically. I don't even know what I was talking about there. Yeah. So yeah, Kumite, sorry. Back to the Kumite for a second. I'm going to do a Halloween event. Quite tiring for you. I don't care, man. I got stamina. It don't matter to me. +2 now, got Echo jumping in on some shows. He co-hosted with me. That was super cool. Did you try out shorts for any period? I tried YouTube shorts. And what I found is because YouTube shorts are so easy to make, there's no rhyme or reason to whatever gets clicked on and what people like. There's zero rhyme or reason. And it's like a VLT, a video lottery machine. YouTube will give you a video and they'll give you 1,000 views and you'll be like, holy crap, I gotta make another one. Then the next one, you'll get 10 views, 10 views, 10 views. And then that'll get you in this mindset of like, I gotta get back to making 1,000 views. And then YouTube Shorts, and then what happens is you spam your subscribers with YouTube Shorts, and then your subscribers leave because they came for the content you were originally creating. So it's a cluster, you know what. So YouTube Shorts, I think if you're into YouTube Shorts, make a channel that is dedicated to YouTube Shorts, or be very careful in how you curate your shorts. Like today when I did that YouTube short on the Synth Mafia, that's kind of in line with my subscriber base, what they're into, the theme of the channel and how it goes. I bring it quick, make it a little bit funny and comedy, and then I don't really care if other people watch it. I'm making my shorts for my subscribers rather than making shorts to get subscribers. Does that make sense? So if you're gonna do a shorts channel, do all shorts, that's it. If you're gonna add shorts to your regular channel, highly curate what shorts you make and make them for your subscribers, not to gain subscribers, and stay on topic, you know? That's what I would tell you. But I don't know nothing. I'm just like a tiny little channel, just having fun, having a laugh. What's up, Inky? Yeah, Inky, your channel too, you were doing the music videos and stuff too. I thought that was cool. I like the music video channels. That's where I started with doing music videos. And I found that YouTube doesn't like music videos unless you're Nicki Minaj or, you know, one of those, what are they called? Industry plants. If you're an industry plant, YouTube loves your music because the company, I think, pays to get your music promoted. But if you're just a regular person like us, bedroom musicians or hobbyist musicians, or even just like professional musicians, YouTube's not the place to put your music unless you put it on YouTube Music, because YouTube wants commentary, it wants talking, it wants to be a TV. So if your channel is going to be music oriented, You have to make sure that you're adding commentary around your music, teaching people what you're doing, showing your setup. If you're just in there live jamming and putting a song up, YouTube's gonna bury it and you're gonna get nothing. What's up, Thomas Jan? Yeah, Synth Mafia short. Isn't that crazy? Everyone laughs at me when I'm like, there's a Synth Mafia. I'm like, 100% there's a Synth Mafia. You kidding me? And dude, man, just says it in the video. I can't remember his name, Pro Synth Network. And Sonic State said it on one of their videos. They're like, we got called to a hotel room. We got a, don't quote me on this, is paraphrasing. We got a message, sent a location, showed up at the secret location. It was a hotel offsite away from Superbooth. We all got brought into a room. They took our phones from us. There was bouncers at the door. We got brought in, had to give our phones. We got brought into a room. We got shown the Moog Muse, the Labyrinth, and apparently a couple other instruments. And by being in there, they all signed a non-disclosure agreement. They all agreed that they would not talk about it. And by not talking about it, then they would be knighted in to the demo group that was going to get sent these synthesizers in this amount of time. And that's the Synth Mafia. That's how they do it. You don't agree with that? You're not in the club. You know? It is like Area 51. It's weird. It's weird. Like, what? I mean, isn't it weird that the synthesizer industry is treated like some type of like underground nuclear bunker that, you know, Moog is releasing a new synthesizer, hand pick from the crowd of synthesizer influencers. Who is going to be knighted into the group? Okay, send them a message. When they get to this secret GPS location, check them at the door, remove their phones, bring them in. They have to sign a piece of paper in probably blood. They go into the room. God knows what goes on in the room, but after they leave the room, you know, they now have been knighted into the Synth Mafia group by the elders of the frequency. You know, it's crazy. You need a bikini dancing girls if you're gonna do music clips? Yeah. You know what sells, dude? You know what sells, and I'll tell you what, I don't even know if I should get into this, but what sells in the music industry, you know what it is. It's the dark arts. It's, like you just said, it's chicks in bikinis or whatever in bikinis. It's nasty lyrics. It's low bass. It's low frequency content. It's crap. That's what gets 16, 10 million, 15 million, 80 million, 100 million views on YouTube if you're a musician, is garbage. You know, and then you get one every blue moon that somehow it creates a zeitgeist of people who actually really like this song so much because the music hits like what Echo calls a spirit chord, or the lyrics are so touching, or just the person is so has such gravitas that you're pulled to them, and so many people watches that it bypasses the gatekeepers, and suddenly this video on YouTube now is blowing up, and it's not supposed to blow up. You know, like what was that guy's name who did? What was it? Old Country. What was it? Old Country for Rich Men from Richmond. Remember when that guy? That guy was just recording a video in his backyard, and the friggin' video blew up like crazy and bypassed all the gates. It's like it moved too fast that the gatekeepers did, like football, they didn't have to get in time and get in front of it and block the video from getting to the front page because the lyrics of the video were so inspiring, the man was so inspiring, and it touched so many people that the virality of it bypassed it, and it got interjected in with all the dark, low frequency, crappy music on YouTube. That's what happened. Looks like the Synth Mafia didn't like what he was saying. It cut the Samurai's feed. Did they just cut me out again? That's always happening. It's the weirdest thing. Am I back? Are we still live here? Let me know. Are we still live or did it cut me? Tell me some good topics on Ranzi. What's Ranzi? Looks like Daniel Fisher admitted he has a Moog Muse and said it sounds great. They wanted to quell the rumor that it isn't good. Oh yeah, so basically, yeah. All right. I love Daniel Fisher, so. I love Daniel Fisher. I love Nick Batt. I love Starsky Carr. I love Andertons. I mean, all the Synth Mafia, I love them all. I just think it's hilarious that there's a Synth Mafia and everyone tries to pretend there's not. It's true. There could be dropouts on my phone. For some reason, the 5G doesn't work in this area I'm in, but the stream's okay still? Sometimes when I get pumped up, the video drops out. It's just weird. What else you guys want to know? Yeah, refresh your page. Me refresh it? I can't refresh it. This is what you get. All right, sweet. Yeah, so let's just talk about if you're a musician and you want to put your music on YouTube. What are you doing it for? Are you doing it so you don't have to send a video file to a friend to share your song? If you're doing that, it doesn't matter. You just upload your video, you grab the link and send it to your friend. That's how I started, because we were sending videos back and forth and it was jamming our phones up. So if you're just using YouTube to post your videos and send them to a friend, no big deal. If you actually want to get views on your music on YouTube, you have to make a video kind of like explaining the process of how you created a song, right? So say you got a Spotify account or a Bandcamp account, you make a YouTube video and maybe you got some compilations of you making the video, you know, telling people, and then you send the link over to your Spotify account where they can actually listen to the song fully produced like how you did it. Or you're going to be talking about this kind of guitar you use in the song. You're telling people about the guitar, where you got it, where it comes from, the history about it. That's what YouTube's for. You have to treat it like a TV, you know? And for some reason, MTV style YouTube videos don't really work on YouTube. And if you got a bunch of subscribers, the crazy thing is, I've tested this out. If you got a bunch of subscribers and you post video, I don't know if it doesn't go to them or they're not interested. It sucks because you have to try and stay in a lane and YouTube pigeonholes you into a lane. So how the algorithm actually works on YouTube is this. When you first start your channel, YouTube doesn't know what your channel is and doesn't know who's interested. So what it does, it throws it in all these different communities. It'll throw it in depending on how you thumbnail it and the information in the video, if you're talking or music, it'll throw it in these pockets of different communities on YouTube. And depending on how many people click on it, it'll then throw it more in that community. If it throws, say it throws this video in a carpentry community and nobody, because I put hammer in the title, and nobody clicks on it, YouTube will never put me back in that community again. So they block that out. The AI blocks that out. Then it'll throw me over into a synthesizer community. If everybody starts clicking it, then it'll throw me in the community again. I'll keep showing up on those people's feeds. So if you are doing a YouTube channel and you want to talk about synthesizers, you want to talk about carpentry, you want to talk about movies, you want to be a full spectrum spread, it's going to take forever for you to gain traction because the people who are into carpentry aren't into synthesizers. So then when your synthesizer videos come up, the carpentry people ain't going to click them, then you're going to get bumped down the algorithm ladder and the algorithm's going to say nobody likes his videos. That's just how it works. It's very weird and interesting. So you have to be strategic about what style videos you're making, you know? But you got keywords, but more importantly, the content, right? So the keywords and not even hashtags and all that, I checked it out with YouTube. None of that stuff even really means anything anymore. It's all about thumbnail, title. That's the first two things after you get because you could have a crappy video, but if you got the quality and everything, but if you got the thumbnail and the title correct, people will click it. So they might watch it for 10 seconds and be like, this is garbage. So you want to deliver after that. So the two most important things are the thumbnail and the title. It has to get them to click it. If you want clicks, you have to bait the fish to bite the worm or the hook, right? So that's thumbnail, image. So when you make your thumbnail, the thumbnail needs to be visually big enough that if you're 3 feet away and I hold the phone up, you have to be able to see it. If it's 3 feet away and you can't see what picture you have or the face of the person that's presenting or for example, the synthesizer, the item that you're bringing to the people, if they can't see that from 3 feet away super clearly, it's a failure pretty much. Because people are scrolling so fast, you know, it has to grab them so quick. And usually the thumbnail is more important than the title nowadays, you know? You could leave the title blank and just have the thumbnail and people will click the thumbnail. Just go do the experiment yourself. Go on YouTube after the stream's over and just start scrolling through your regular feed. Not your subscription feed, your regular feed. And notice which videos make you want to click it. Not actively choose which ones, but notice subconsciously which ones you're going to click, but don't click them. Be like, ooh, I'll click that, and then don't click it. Keep scrolling, click it. And notice if you're clicking the title or are you clicking the thumbnail, what's dragging you in more? Because a lot of times the picture drags you in, that's the worm, and then the titles be the hook, right? So it'll be like, ooh, that picture's wild. And then you read the title and it's like, oh, sweet, click. So that's it. You got to get in the door first. Thumbnail, title. Spend so much time thinking about developing your thumbnails and your title. When you're watching videos in your regular day of YouTube watching, watch which videos tick what. If you want to do a multiple tick, you need to separate your channel from them. Yeah. If you need a human face in the thumbnail, right, pulling a stupid face, ideally, apparently, not you, but yeah, okay, so let's talk about that for a second. I absolutely can't stand when people are like this. Or, that drives me freaking crazy. So I was like, but I went and read the psychology on it. The psychological aspects go way back in history, that when you see a face, you will click something more if there's a face on it. And then also, if someone's making one of those weird, creepy faces, they'll get clicked more. But I said, you know what? I'll put a face up there, but I'm doing stoic or just a smile, and that's it, and I'll just use the same one. So then, because what I found out is that if people see this familiar face, they'll be like, oh, that's that guy's video. I'm gonna click it again. So the face catches, and then usually I put a big synthesizer. So my thumbnails are structured with big face, big synthesizer, and then the synthesizer title or name, right? That's what I do first. And that's how I got all my thumbnails on. And then I just start watching, and I'll experiment. I'll experiment sometimes and, you know, do something different, and then I'll watch if it really bombs or not. Because if your video bombs 100% of the time, it's because your thumbnail and title are crap and garbage, and you didn't, and you had like the image on there blended in with the background image, and it just kind of, like I said, you got to be able to see it 3 feet away. Get your wife or your missus or your boyfriend or whoever to stand up with it 3 feet away, and if you can be like, oh, that's a Behringer Neutron, and it's that guy, and it says that right in the thing, you're in. That's good. That's a good one. Mr. Beast face with mouth open wide and weird. Yeah, I watched a Mr. Beast video the other day, and he said that even now, more important than a thumbnail, because you know when you hover over the thumbnail now, it goes right into the video. So he said the most important thing in your video now is the first 10 seconds of your video, because people are going to watch a little 5-10 second, almost like automatic trailer of your video. So that adds a whole nother element to the whole thing, you know? Big time. So if you're going to do your channel, let's just always keep reviewing this as we go, all right? So first thing, if you want to make a YouTube channel, start. 100 videos, 2 videos a week, and don't think about anything else. Just learn how to use the OBS software. Learn the audio and how to get your mic settings correct. Learn, if you're going to be into editing, learn how to use your editing software. As you make those 100 videos, and be consistent, twice a week, twice a week, twice a week. And then over those 100 videos, if you pick up some subscribers, that's an absolute bonus. By the time you get to 100 videos, you should have, if you put enough thought and effort into it and you weren't just like flying by the seat of your pants, you should have a pretty good idea of which thumbnails for your style work. You should have a good idea of the thumbnail breadth in your genre or category or in general. And you should have a good idea now of how to title your video to have enough bait on the hook for someone to click, but also not too extreme that when they get into the video, you can't deliver it, right? Like I can't deliver a video today if I titled it, I'll tell you how to get 100 million subscribers for you, right? But I can tell you how to start a YouTube channel, and I can tell you how to, yeah, step 10, sell chocolate to the masses, right? And then, I mean, like that's first. This is YouTube channel, right? Someone keeps calling me, that's annoying. Hold on, I gotta put this on Do Not Disturb. Hold on. Here we go. Another pro tip, when you do a live stream, put it on Do Not Disturb. Dude, your mouth isn't synced with the sound. Yeah, it's because someone was just calling, so it got all messed up. My mouth is synced with the sound now, though. It's live TV, Pentasonic, man. It's what we got to deal with. Stream's clear or not clear? Give me an update. So, to review, start your YouTube channel tomorrow. Dedicate twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Wednesdays and Sundays. You're going to make a video. You're going to complete that video on that day, or you're going to complete the video between those days. Upload your video. Think real hard about the title and the thumbnail, and you have to make it clickbait enough for someone to click it, but you also have to be mindful that you have to deliver after the click. Simple, right? I think that's pretty simple. Yeah, someone was just calling, it messed up the mic, so I turned on Do Not Disturb. So that's the first steps. While you're making these 100 videos, you have to make 100 videos and you have to stay on YouTube for a year. If you quit before that, you're a quitter, you know? You're a quitter. Also, you have to pick a topic that you're either highly skilled in, you're good at teaching, you're very entertaining as a personality, or you're a lunatic. So you got to be one of those 4 categories, and if you're skilled, a good teacher, entertaining, and a lunatic, that's the quadfecta. You nailed it then, right? Over those first 100 videos, you don't care about what you're making as much as you care about learning the process, observing which videos do well, which videos don't, being mindful of staying in your lane, in your genre, while also kind of like expanding out of that area slowly. You don't want to make a video on synthesizers and then make a video on carpentry. It'll screw everything right up. It'll blow your channel up. But if you start making a video about synthesizers, then you make a video about how to make a desk for your synthesizer, and then you do a video about where to buy that desk for your synthesizer, you know? So if you start slowly expanding your energy dome out into different areas, but having them tied into the area that you're in, that's how you do it, you know? I'm not saying I do that, I'm just saying that is how this seems to be structured, you know? Because you're dealing with an AI algorithm that machine learns what you're doing, and the AI algorithm really tries to put you in front of people that will be interested in what you're doing. It does. So you can't just be going there half-cocked like a maniac, posting videos in every single which genre you want just because you're interested in it, unless your whole video is going to be about you as a personality, and that puts you in the lunatic category, right? If you're just a lunatic and you just want to do IRL style live streams where you're just going crazy, fine. Right? That's enough ranting for now. So basically, today's video is, you want to be a YouTuber, you want to get started. Step 1, start. Step 2, find a topic or a subject, sorry, reverse. Find the topic or the subject that you're either a really skilled at, or you're entertaining in, or you can teach, or just be a lunatic on camera. Next, start. After you start, spend the majority of your time learning how to edit, your audio software, uploading, titling, thumbnails, all the logistics of the channel. Do that for 100 videos, and that's all you do to start. That's it. That's the blueprint to begin. That's it. But the first blueprint is have the cojones to put yourself out there and do it. And you just can't care. You can't care what other people think. You can't care what people think in the comments. You can't care if people think it's crap. You don't want to send it to family and friends. If you send it to family and friends, it'd probably be the biggest mistake you ever made. Don't send it to them, because they won't watch it. They don't like it. Like if I send synthesizer videos, just start. Step 1, just start. Yeah, valid for any project. If I tried this, I've sent my synthesizer stuff to my friends, family. They're not into synthesizers. Am I crazy? That'd be like my friend sending me something about knitting. I'd be like, cool video. I'd actually probably watch it because I like my friends enough to do that, and I would support what they're doing. But most people aren't into that. So don't go send it to your family and friends. You know, just build it from scratch, and hopefully you find a community that's cool, that's into what you're into. That's the goal. And man, it will be one of the most rewarding experiences of your life when you find, especially if you're in an area like synthesizers, where we get to meet all these people that, I don't know anybody who plays synthesizer in real life besides a couple friends that live in Newfoundland and a couple buddies that I met here now on the internet. That's all I know. And it's cool having a group of people now that are all into this topic and can share back and forth, and that's what your YouTube channel will eventually bring you. It will bring you a community of similarly interested people who can then share back and forth and grow together over time if you keep the channel going. And then you actually you have a responsibility to, you know, to keep producing content, which then can be stressful, and it's a rough road, man. What do you want to see in a t-shirt? I'll make a t-shirt, no problem. Step 5, get some shades. That's step 2, get the shades. Samurai shades, Synth Samurai shades, coming to my store soon. I'm just getting ready to get the supplier to put Samurai on the side. And once he puts the Samurai on the side, headquarters is going to send me, I don't know, I might do drop shipping. I haven't decided yet. But either way, I'll have a bunch of synthesizers. I can't see the screen when these are on though. Yeah, hat. So, this, you know where I learned this sunglasses thing, which it came about? I was watching one of these YouTubers. He's a huge YouTuber, and he always wore sunglasses. And so does Dr. Mix, if you've noticed. Now, why they wear sunglasses is this. If I'm, okay, right now you can see my eyes, right? If you're watching my live stream and I'm like this the whole time, you're gonna be like, oh, it's like we don't have eye contact. But if I put these shades on, I can look over here at another screen, but it looks like I'm looking right at you. But I can be reading this screen and it looks like I'm completely engaged with you. It's like an illusion. I can look up, I can look down, I can look to the left, I look to the right, but you think I'm looking directly at you. And that guy said that that's why he wears the shades, because it allows him to not look like he's reading things or interacting with things. He's making direct eye contact with the person, and that's why Dr. Mix does it. I think he got that trick from this dude. I can't remember his name, but he's one of Nardvar or something's his name or something like that. So that's where the shades come in. It's an illusion, and they're cool as heck. So when you're streaming, I can look right here, but I'm reading a screen that's right here, or looking at something to remind me what topic I'm on. But I'm looking right at you. It's an illusion. Master of illusion. And sunglasses are cool. Man, it's hot out here. It worked on me. But a lot of times I don't prepare. So for my shows, I don't prepare scripts. I don't do any of that crap. I just free flow it off the cuff. I don't mind making mistakes in my videos. I don't mind if an ad shows up in my video. I try to, like, if an ad shows up, I try to integrate it into the video in some type of comedic form, like the deodorant lady. I try to turn negatives into positives, right? So if I mess up a name, or I stumble, or stutter, or I'm not like, I'm gonna go back and redo that video. Like if I make a video for a half hour and I mess up in the middle, I'm not gonna turn it off and go back. So I gotta figure out how to turn that mistake into something positive. Yeah, Jumpstar's new video is great. Viral Beats is awesome. Viral Beats just ordered the Moog Labyrinth, and I think the Moog Labyrinth is, it's got the, I was hating on it with synth punk the other day, but I'm actually starting to be like, the Moog Labyrinth is growing on me. I'm starting to think that it might end up being a useful tool for a niche group of people who are looking for that distinct sound when paired with a bunch of effects and stuff. But it is absolutely, don't get it twisted, if the Moog Labyrinth is your first synthesizer, you're gonna be so disappointed, you're gonna be so pissed off, it's gonna be the worst mistake you ever made. But if you have the whole Moog Sound Studio and you're adding the Labyrinth, or you've got a big modular setup and you're adding the Labyrinth, or you've got a bunch of Electron devices like the Digitac, Digitone, all these things, you're adding the Labyrinth to add a little bit of je ne sais quoi to your music flow, you'll probably end up being happy with it. That's what I think, and it's called the Labyrinth, so I'm wondering if everybody hasn't even figured out how that thing actually even works. So, I don't know. I'm done with the Labyrinth. I prayed for Uli Behringer to release a synthesizer the next day so it could take the mind off, and he came out with the Behringer STX, which is the Elka Synthex clone of the epic, iconic Italian synthesizer, 8 voices, DCOs, I believe it has. But Behringer went and they got the Fieldgate programming array chips, the FPGA chips they're adding to this synthesizer, which is allowing them to go back and recreate old circuitry that's just too far gone now. Heathcliff, what's up? Never play poker with Synth Samurai. Never play poker with Nardvar, I think that's his name. Synth Samurai and Dr. Mix. When we all play poker together, nobody knows what's going on. What's kind of silly? The sunglasses? Wolfgang Diversa, what's silly? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm in for, probably. We'll pair it with the SpectraVox to see what comes out of it. Yeah, like I said, Viral Beats, I'm looking forward to your live stream because I like your stuff. You're super honest, dude. You really dig into the synthesizers, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do with the Labyrinth, because I watched Noir et La Blanc's video. on the Labyrinth. There was no talking, but I also watched his live stream talking about it. He honestly said it wasn't a beginner synthesizer. He said that it was very difficult to learn and it was not fun to learn, but that doesn't mean it was not fun after he learned it, and he got some very cool sounds out of it. But he was paired with a $600 Walrus Maracai delay pedal that, you know, will make anything sound awesome. This is a good idea to show us insight and auto correction. Thanks, man. Yeah, Viral Beats, you're the man. Everybody in the chat, go check out Viral Beats' channel. It's awesome. He also is like a legendary live streamer who rides the lightning, and great community, great channel. Check out Jumpstar's channel. Check out everybody in here who's got the channel. It's hard to see. Don't forget to like videos. Yeah, man, I didn't do this either till I started the channel. I was like, I never subscribed, I never liked, but then when I started the channel, I was like, oh man, it really helps out the person's confidence, and it gives them some motivation to keep going. When someone likes a video, not that I see the likes, but it's like, oh, that's actually nice that people like went through that 10-second effort of liking the video, you know, not even 10 seconds, 2 seconds. So liking it's so cool, but man, when someone subscribes to your channel, I know when I subscribe now, I know how much it means to the person who created the video, because it means that they've had someone subscribe that actually really likes their content and they're invested in it. So it means a lot. It helps the algorithm. But another thing too, I should say about starting a YouTube, man, it's such a, there's so many pitfalls that if you're chasing subscribers and chasing views and chasing likes, it's going to be a rough road, man. It's going to be a real rough road. I think you're better off being in the mindset of developing a micro community where everybody's engaged, and if you get an engaged community that likes the content, is knowledgeable, they're actually good people, they don't mind arguing, disagreeing, but they don't act like total knobs. It's way more meaningful than getting a, like, look at subscriber count. Like, I think if you go look at a lot of the top YouTube channels, their subscriber counts through the roof, but their view ratio is super low. Like, you got, imagine you have 2 million subscribers and you put out a video and it gets 30,000 views. That subscriber to view ratio is crazy low. You almost want to have 100 subscribers and 2,000 views. Like, that's an epic ratio. Or like 2,000 subscribers, 2,000 views, you know? Or 3,000 subscribers, 5,000 views. Like, that's some epic ratioing there. That means that people are really engaged in the content, they like it, they're pumped about it, they're engaged in the comment section, they're engaged in the chat. So being a subscriber chaser is, I wouldn't even look at the subs, you know? My brother recently started a YouTube channel, and he's doing amazing, and he's doing crazy with it. And it's a hard road when you're a subscriber chaser and you're a like chaser. To me, you're better off chasing, developing your skill set, and putting a product together that you actually enjoy making. Like, listen, I don't enjoy making editing videos at all. I don't enjoy editing music. Like, that's the part that really kind of drives me away from those areas. So my whole channel, my goal was, I need to have fun while I'm doing this, and I need to enjoy it. So I need to understand, if I'm gonna make one video a month and it's gonna take me 8 or 9 days to just edit this and chop it up and add things and chop. If I love that stuff, that's great, but I don't love that. So if I had to do that, I would have quit this so long ago. So I had to set it up where my video had to look like it was edited by switching scenes very carefully within OBS. So to the viewer, it looks like it's edited, but all I'm doing is clicking my mouse and it switches to a different screen that looks like it's been edited, but it's not, it's all live. I haven't edited one video of that synth show. I don't think. I might have played around the beginning, tried to do like a coming up or something, but I got rid of that. Because why am I gonna waste a half hour editing a video when it only took me 10 minutes to make the video, or 15 minutes? I'm gonna spend a half hour editing it. Maybe that's stupid, I don't know. Synth Mafia? It's quality, not quantity. Yeah, there's two. Yeah, the quality of the sub, that's another thing about YouTube Shorts. Are we back in action? YouTube Shorts, to me, are like the fast food of subscribers. When someone subscribes from a YouTube short, I don't think that transitions into a real dedicated subscriber who's into what you're doing. They might have just thought it was funny or interesting for a second, but listen, I try to not even watch YouTube shorts, to be honest. I think there's something very MK Ultra about YouTube shorts. Do you know what MK Ultra is? If not, after this, go type in MK Ultra program and then read about the MK Ultra program, how it was developed, who developed it, who was involved in it, who was involved in the MK Ultra experiments. It'll blow your mind. And how they used screens, flicker rate, sonic frequencies to then, I won't get into it because the stream isn't about that and it'll probably get shut down. But yeah, go look up MK Ultra after this stream. And for some reason, I think that's what YouTube Shorts are. And that's why all those companies, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, are all doing the ADHD, you know, super mindless scrolling, clicking, flicking, because like it's so easy to bombard your brain because you're putting so much in your subconscious at such a fast rate that you might not even notice it, but you're getting programmed, baby, when you watch shorts. Like if you're a short scroller, because it's like a video lottery machine. It gives you a dopamine burst because you know you don't have to invest a lot of time in it. It's the same as the friggin' that dating app where you just swipe all over the place. I don't know if your internet's slow or my video feed's slow. Whew, it's getting hot. All right, I'm gonna end this now because I gotta go get some lunch. Yeah, mind control. I'd say stay away from YouTube Shorts unless it's one of mine, because I don't make too many, and I try to make them funny and interesting and not zap your brain with crazy flicker rate nuts content, you know. But yeah, I'd stay away from YouTube Shorts if I was, the internet could be my issue here, you know, because I'm on 5G and for some reason 5G doesn't work properly. But I'm gonna shut it down. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you took something useful from it. If you got any questions about setting up a YouTube channel that are more like personal or in-depth, my email is always in my video description. You can send me an email, I'll always reply to you, and I'll help you out any way I can, because I know it's a really rewarding experience. It's fun, and it's also really hard. It takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication, and it takes a lot of getting rid of your ego and not letting that inner shadow tell you that you're garbage, you're crap, that your content sucks, because you got people telling you that too, so that the last thing you need is yourself telling you that. So you have to be really of a strong, you really have some strong inner strength to always keep your shadow locked up in the basement, you know, and you don't want to be spending too much time with your shadow at all. All right, so you guys take it easy. Slow, slow. Synth Samurai Live.